Hey guys, what's up? You're watching the EJ Tech Show and welcome to the unboxing of Vivo's camera-focused Zeiss-backed X70 Pro Plus flagship. If you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the Editor G channel for more videos like this. So the Vivo X70 Pro Plus has been sent to us in a premium-looking square-shaped box. It feels really soft to the touch and the model name is printed in large letters plus a Zeiss logo. Open up the lid and you'll be greeted with a gigantic camera module with no less than 4 lenses, so you know exactly what the most important selling point of this device is. Underneath that, there's the phone itself in all its awesomeness, but let's put it aside for now and take a look at everything else in the box. First up, there's the snap-on protective back cover, along with a slim box where you'll find a SIM ejection tool and some paperwork. There's also the signature 66-watt Vivo flash charge adapter, a pair of wired earbuds, and USB-A to C cable. At first glance, you could easily mistake this phone for the Mi 11 Ultra, mainly due to the ceramic window that extends the rear camera housing across the back panel. However, unlike the 11 Ultra, it seems to offer zero functionality and is more of an aesthetic choice. Still, the X70 Pro Plus is undeniably distinctive even in this black version Vivo sent us. It's very sleek, industrial looking, and even a little bit intimidating, all at the same time. The phone feels quite lightweight in the hand despite being top-heavy, and its rear panel is coated in AG glass. It also gets a smooth satin finish that hardly picks up any fingerprint smudges, while the frame seems to be made from aluminium. The right-hand side of the device packs a power button and a volume rocker, while the bottom houses the dual SIM slot, speaker grill, and USB-C port. It's also worth pointing out the Vivo X70 Pro Plus now includes some notable flagship features that were missing from last year's X60 Pro Plus, namely IP68 dust and water resistance, stereo speakers, and wireless charging. Another upgrade over the Vivo X60 Pro Plus is the presence of a WQHD screen which looks incredibly lush. This is also a huge 6.783-inch LTPO AMOLED display with a 120Hz variable refresh rate and a 1000Hz instantaneous peak response rate. There's a small centrally lined hole punch front camera near the top of the phone, while a very fast in-display fingerprint sensor has been placed sensibly towards the bottom of the screen. Just keep in mind that the display has curved edges, so if you're not a fan of that, you may want to first try the phone out and see how it feels in your hand. The quad camera setup on the X70 Pro Plus is impressive to say the least. There's a 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera which comes with Vivo's signature micro gimbal, a 50-megapixel main camera powered by a large Samsung GN1 sensor, a 12-megapixel portrait camera, and an 8-megapixel periscopic telephoto camera with 5x optical zoom. By the way, all 4 rear cameras support optical and electronic stabilization, and you can shoot up to 8K videos. Furthermore, Vivo has added a custom V1 imaging chip for better noise reduction in low-light video recording. Now, as far as we can tell, the X70 Pro Plus is the first smartphone in India to come equipped with Qualcomm's latest Snapdragon 888 Plus 5G processor, and the handset certainly feels very snappy right out of the box. The phone also gets 256GB of UFS 3.1 ultra-fast flash storage and 12GB LPDDR5 RAM combined with extended virtual RAM to deliver a 16GB equivalent RAM experience. It has a slightly bigger 4500 mAh battery over its predecessor and should easily deliver a day's worth of battery life. On the software front, the X70 Pro Plus runs on Android 11 and Vivo's FunTouch OS 12, and while the user interface offers a decent amount of customization, it also packs in some unnecessary bloatware that one doesn't expect to see on a phone of this caliber. The X70 Pro Plus, at least on paper, seems to have all the makings of a terrific flagship. But how this smartphone performs under testing is something that will be revealed in our full review. Of course, that Zeiss-powered camera system is one area where we will be digging deeper as well, so if you're interested in knowing more about Vivo's latest offering, do stay subscribed to the Editor G channel.
Hi guys, you're watching the EJ Tech Show. My name is Deepith and today I have with me the Realme Band 2. Now this fitness tracker has all the features you would want, including 24/7 heart rate monitoring and over 90 sports modes. But how does it perform? Before I answer that question, make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel. The Realme Band 2 has a 1.4-inch LCD touchscreen of 167 by 320 pixel resolution, along with a capacitive touch button that wakes the screen and acts as a home button. You can also palm the screen to turn it off. The screen also gets up to 500 nits of brightness, making it perfectly usable both indoors and outdoors. The 18mm strap is detachable and you can get more styles to personalize the look. The rectangular body, although plastic, has this brushed metal design that makes it look premium. The band is water resistant up to 50 meters, so no need to worry about water damage with this one. On the back, along with the sensors, there are two pins for the magnetic charger to clip on. Realme has promised a 12-day battery life on a single charge, but if you're using the Band 2 for activity tracking with 24/7 heart rate monitoring, then expect less endurance. From the watch face of the Realme Band 2, you can swipe right to access the quick controls. Here you can toggle Do Not Disturb, Raise to Wake, Screen Brightness and go to the Settings menu. You also get to see the battery percentage and Bluetooth connection status. A swipe down will let you access your phone's notifications. Swipe left once for quick tiles, which will let you access the activity tracking screen. Twice for sleep records, 3 times for heart rate measurement and 4 times for the weather. A swipe up brings up the main menu of the Realme Band 2, from where you can access the main workout modes. By default, the band comes with 14 modes, but you can choose from among 90 modes through the app. We also have the heart rate and SpO2 measurement along with the stress tracking. You can set up 24-hour heart rate tracking through the app. The breathe mode will guide you through quick meditation and breathing sessions in the middle of a busy day. If you're paired with a smartphone, you can also see the current weather for your location. You can also control music playback on your phone. You can view reminders and alarms from the band, but you'll have to set them up in the app. You can set timers in the band itself though, with preset options along with a customizable timer as well. There's also a stopwatch function. You also have some tools like a remote camera button and a flashlight function that makes the screen blank white. The Realme Band 2 can also make your paired phone ring if you're ever not able to find it. In the settings, you can change things like brightness, screen timeout, and the vibration strength. The Realme Band 2 pairs with the Realme Link app. On the app screen, you can see the battery percentage and how long it's been since the last full charge. The face gallery option will let you choose from a number of designs which you can then sync to the band. From the app, you can choose from activities as diverse as darts, foam rolling and snowboarding and sync them to your band. You can also change the order of quick tiles and options in the main menu or remove some features if you don't want them. The app also lets you set reminders and alarms which will then go off in the band. 24-hour heart rate monitoring can also be activated from the app, which can work from intervals of every 5 minutes to every 30 minutes. The Realme Band 2 can track an incredible variety of sports modes. If you regularly participate in niche sports or workouts that aren't officially supported by a lot of fitness bands, there's a good chance the Realme Band 2 does support them. Add to that the 12-day battery life, and the Realme Band 2 presents a very compelling option for the price of 2,999 rupees.
Hey guys, welcome to the EJ Tech Show. I'm Soham and this is my review of the Realme C25Y, a super affordable phone that's priced at just 11,999 rupees. Does that affordable price tag make it the best in this segment? Well, that's what I'm going to tell you today. But before we begin, if you do enjoy the video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the Editorji channel for more tech reviews. The C25Y gets a fresh looking design, especially in this glacier blue color that has these vertical lines running down the back and a gradient color finish. It feels nice to hold in the hand at 9.1mm and around 200 grams. But the phone can get a bit slippery if your hands are sweaty, and since there's no included phone case here, you're going to have to buy one separately. The body is completely made of plastic, but it feels sturdy and durable, so it should hold up well against knocks and scuffs. There is a headphone jack at the bottom of the phone, but only a micro USB port, which is disappointing to see in 2021. Also worth mentioning is the single speaker, which is placed at the back and can easily get blocked. Still, it does at least get a full-size SIM tray with space for 2 SIM cards and a microSD card all at once. The fingerprint scanner is barely indented, so it can take a second to locate it with your finger, but it didn't give me any trouble with unlocking the device at all, so that's good. The C25Y's display is a 6.5-inch LCD panel with a 1600 by 720 pixel resolution, and it gets 420 nits of brightness, which is just about okay to be able to see outdoors under the sun. Colors are pretty vibrant, and watching content on the large screen is enjoyable. The bottom chin is a bit large for my liking, but the teardrop notch stays largely out of the way of content, even though it is getting a little old in 2021. The rear camera setup on the C25Y is a 50 megapixel plus 2 megapixel plus 2 megapixel triple sensor array, and we've seen the same setup on other phones from the brand, most recently on the Narzo 50A. In daylight conditions, the primary 50 megapixel sensor performs well and pictures are sharp with plenty of color and detail. HDR is also well balanced and does not face issues when shooting directly at a bright light source. Images taken with the macro sensor are just about okay, but I do wish it was higher resolution to capture that extra bit of detail. There's a dedicated Night Pro mode, and it manages to retain color a bit better than the normal capture mode, but not by a lot. There is a visible dip in detail after sundown, and this camera system is certainly better suited for daylight photography. Videos can be shot at up to 1080p at 30 fps with the C25Y. In ideal conditions, footage is quite colorful. The front-facing selfie camera gets an 8 megapixel sensor which takes decent shots both indoors and outdoors with ample detail. It's worth noting though that the C25Y cannot take portrait pictures with the selfie camera. Now under the hood, the Realme C25Y gets the Unisoc T610 chipset, which delivers decent performance across the board. While dealing with daily tasks, it doesn't cause any lag or stutter for the most part, but only 4GB RAM means you do have to be a bit careful with how many apps you're running at once. When it comes to gaming, Call of Duty Mobile ran absolutely fine on medium graphic settings, which is the highest it will go, and the large battery means you can have long gaming sessions without an issue. On the software front, the C25Y has Android 11, but the skin is Realme's R Edition interface, which lacks quite a few of the features you get on full-blown Realme UI 2.0. Still, nearby share is present, as is inbuilt screen recording, and for the most part, the interface is quite clean. There is bloatware, but luckily most of it can be uninstalled or disabled, which is good. The Realme C25Y gets a large 5000 mAh battery, which will last you easily over a day thanks to that HD Plus resolution and no high refresh rate. However, while it does last pretty long, charging it back up does take a while, even with 18-watt quick charge. Going from around 15% to full took me nearly 2 hours. Now at this competitive price point of 11,999 rupees for the sole 4GB RAM 128GB storage variant, you do get quite a lot of value for your money. However, if you are looking for a similarly priced phone, I would suggest the Realme Narzo 50A, which, while slightly more expensive at 12,499 rupees for its 128GB storage model, offers much better specifications across the board. But if you're still on a very tight budget, then the Realme C25Y should serve you well, at least for daily tasks.